Soul Garden. Why does every guy cheat on you? Trust me, I know. How come girls always call you their friend? I can tell you. We'll talk about your strengths and we'll talk about emotions. Secrets of Birthdays, now live for purchase. Check out yours at secretsofbirthdays.com. Namaste. Welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your karmic story together this week. Well, this week we are wrapping up the sun in Leo. That's the I love state of awareness emanating from our heart chakra. We're going to go from step 25 to being tested at step 29. We also have a full moon this week. And at the end of the week, the sun shifts into IB Virgo, the most real sign of all 12 signs. Now, emotionally, it starts off a little conservative. On Sunday and Monday, the moon is in Capricorn, but then the moon goes to a full moon status in Aquarius Tuesday, Wednesday. Then things get kind of slippery, sloppy in Pisces Thursday, Friday, and then this weekend it gets intense again with the moon crossing that T-square. The moon signs most affected are the Capricorn Cancer spectrum, Aquarius Leo during the full moon, Pisces Virgo, and of course next weekend the Aries and Libras will be running around the planet. Now looking at orbits, man, most emotions will affect crown and third eye this week, but at the end of the week the moon does go all the way down back to the root chakra, so you might have fears of survival on the weekend. Other planets affected, of course, are our solar plexus with Jupiter, but Mercury has now moved up to the heart chakra, which means that thoughts can affect your heart. Your mind can go the wrong direction and suddenly break your heart. So be careful, mind does lead to heartache if not well managed. Now looking at the planets, the same old corporates are here. For one, the soul pyramid in water, a grand trine between Neptune, Saturn, and that party down in Cancer. Now that does get struck when the moon crosses Neptune in Pisces later this week. Of course, we have a full moon on Tuesday, Wednesday. That is a tug of war between the sun and the earth and the moon, and that will mean literally a detachment moment where you have to let go of the things you don't love so you can embrace the things you do love. Also, that T-square. Oh, what fun it is to ride, right? Well, the moon is going to cross over Uranus this weekend, and that's going to really light up this T-square. In each of your horoscopes, I'll describe what that means for you. Here you can see the moon crossing over the earth right before it hits the solar pyramid. So the full moon is pretty intense. It hits us, makes us pull apart, and then the moon crosses that solar pyramid right away, forcing us to kind of update those emotions immediately. Well, let's take the ascension elevator up, shall we, and take a bird's eye view of you.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, Soul Healers and Virgo Risings, and welcome to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you this week. There are many orbits going on or stories in your soul biography. It starts with the sun in Leo. You are stepping into a new self-loving inner faith. This is a new upgraded faith, and you'll be doing a quantum faith upgrade in just a year, but this is a temporary patch to face any fears and step into your real magic and metaphysics. So this week, you put the finishing touches on inner faith, and that might have meant a lot of tests of faith in your personal reality. Another orbit, Saturn in Scorpio. Time to make peace in that brain of yours, Virgo. The I think state of awareness needs to be audited. All thoughts must serve the queen or king. They must all be loving and sweet. So it's time to make peace in all mind games effective immediately. Now this peace will directly affect your long-term relationships and your marriage. So if you're having any relationship issues, it's probably your mind games. And it also directly affects the third part, which is Jupiter in Cancer, your efforts to find yourself in the world. So your world reputation, your place with relationships, and your mental stability all comes down to being disciplined in the mind. Another story, Uranus and Aries. Virgo's terrified to change their boundaries. The universe is pushing you into the pool, forcing you to be a little bit more cooperative and be more flexible with your personal zones. The thing that's holding you up is a struggle between what your heart really wants to be and what you keep thinking you should be in society. And of course, being service-oriented souls, you tend to be more service-oriented by default and forget your own inner self or child. So those are the issues as we start the week. Well, this week we're moving into Chapter 3 of Sun in Leo. This is the part of the spiritual state of awareness of I sense that I call metaphysics. The high-end miracles and alchemy and pulling off crazy stuff. This is from really living in the highest portion of your crown chakra. And for Virgos, this means falling in crazy mad love with yourself. The planets are moving from step 25 to step 29, which is on Thursday. So on Thursday, a major test of faith. Might want to put a reminder in your iPhone or Google phone that you will have a test of faith on Thursday. Then, boom, Friday, it's your birthday. So you're going to come out of these clouds with your birthday at the end of this week, but you got to kind of go through it. Now, Jupiter and Mars still pushing really hard for you to make the last big kind of lap or leg of your campaigning or politics to get ahead in the world. Jupiter is going to help you heal the old reputation and also move you forward in the new one at quantum speeds later this week after we pass the full moon. Now, Saturn in Scorpio is the part where I said you have to make peace with your thoughts. You're absolutely out of time. Those Virgos who are so obsessive they can't put it down, you're going to find that you sink really fast. That's Saturn. Saturn doesn't take enemies. It cuts and goes. So make peace with the mind. Move forward. There's plenty of other things to think about, Virgo. Now, looking at last week, this is last week's stars. Really, Thursday was the quantum day where there was potentially breakdown in inner faith. Something maybe didn't go the way you wanted. Of course, it was an emotional experience, but it had to do with faith on the inside. That breakdown led to probably a lot of deep contemplating about what's possible and not possible through the weekend. That brings us, of course, to this week. This week starts on Sunday with your inner child lit up. So emotions in Capricorn make your inner child really focused and aware and alert on Sunday. But the sun, of course, is focusing on finding that faith. And so Sunday is a spiritual day. Monday, it is a sunny and sharp day, feeling childlike, very creative. Good day to go out and cast your light. Good day to test that inner faith. And what you want to do is be decisive. This is what I believe in. This is what I'm going to do. So Monday, things really sharpen up by the end of the day. Then Tuesday, a full moon in Aquarius. This will be a faith versus reality full moon. You're going to find that you are incredibly sensitive in the moment. This is the most sensitive Virgos are to their health or life in the entire year, the full moon in Aquarius. So you're extremely sensitive in your body, very quick, to create a hypochondriac illness or disease if you let yourself go there. Because remember, Virgos are healers, which means they're the first ones to create false illness when they are spiritually unhappy. So this full moon is really about acting on that faith. You say you got faith, act on it, move forward, do it, do something about it. Mars rules the day. I also have to say, be careful. You and your opposite sign, Pisces, are having a real issue with being, accident prone, cars breaking down. For those who ignore this particular transit, because it's faith versus reality, some people push it to the nth degree. So you don't really want to get in a fight with God, universe on this particular full moon. You don't probably want to jump out of an airplane or risk your life on this full moon. Just saying. But you do want to take action and prove that you have faith in yourself within reason. On Sunday, the moon is still full, but starting to come down now. It still means that you are hyper aware of your reality. Now, for those of you who are performers, like singers or rock stars, or even performers in the office, running the office, you're going to find that you are performing like a rock star on Wednesday. But as far as faith is concerned, no real tangible evidence will come forward, so you're still kind of holding that faith. Then Thursday, it's a test of all that faith, unfortunately, which means that you will have to hold steady. The moon will move into Pisces, so the emotions now shift that soul pyramid in water, and this is the part where you have to be really self-compassionate in your mirage, in the way you treat yourself. You have to be self-compassionate. This leads to the thoughts being positive and good and not negative. And this also leads to you poising yourself correctly in the world when you are self-compassionate and your thoughts are positive. When you are not, that's when your reputation can go to the dark side, so to speak, or people see the moody Virgo instead of seeing your true heart's intention. So Thursday is a test of faith, but also emotionally that test of faith is orchestrated, I believe, through relationships. Then this weekend on Friday, the sun moves into Virgo, so it's your birthday period, and it is 0 degrees, so Friday will feel offline, a little strange, but you will feel stronger right away. You're literally coming out of the clouds as far as what you've been working on. Now, the moon will move into Aries over the weekend, so as you begin basically a transit on ego, because that's what birthday is, your ego, when you take action, when you don't take action, looking fabulous, not looking fabulous, losing 5 pounds, gaining 5 pounds, all these, 4.3 pounds, it's a Virgo, but all these things really are based on ego and the way we put ourselves out there, and that's the transit. So as the moon moves into Aries this weekend, Virgos and Virgo risings are going to be emotionally sensitive to trust and intimacy issues, and that means that trust and intimacy will be the excuse for your ego to misfire. Virgos will be misfiring and coming out kind of with maybe over-calculated strength in this first 4 days of the transit. So I'm just saying, you are kind of set up to fail or go off like a gun. Take that in any form you want this weekend. Now, grounding back to Earth real quick, you got one more week, Virgo, if you're a penny pinching person, to get my readings for just $99.99. It's the Serious Joy reading. Well, I'll read you on Skype, over webcam, or over the phone, and I will do this to get you into your Serious Joy. This dives into your chart and gives you kind of a 5-point plan to turn your life toward personal dreams and restore inner faith. And you can book this immediately at soulmart.me. In other words, some people are getting in the next day. Now, if that's too much, well, how about an hour with me on a weekend and a bunch of other people? It's called Jumpstart the Heart, where really we just focus on getting that heart back online. So if you're recovering from a wounded relationship, if you're trying to get your creativity going, if you're trying to get your mojo, this is the 90-minute seminar that will get you there. So check it out while you're at soulmart.me. And for those who are serious wizards and wizard dresses, like Cats Bootcamp, this class will take a wish that you have and show you how to manifest it in 6 weeks. It meets on Sundays. It begins after Labor Day. And for those who are serious about light casting, this is the class. It's affordable, and I have about 80% success rate of people getting their manifestation. By the end of the class, it starts to show up. And don't forget about Practical Wizardry, my free, absolutely free seminar to come into your heart every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Come on down and be in our studio audience, and I'll answer your questions for free. All these products and services are available at soulmart.me. I encourage you to come on down, and if you do buy anything at $4.95, I mean, this helps us stay on the air. So Virgo, if you want to see us every week, please give back. It does help. All right, Virgos and Virgo risings, much gratitude to you. Good luck with navigating into that inner faith, and then it's your birthday next week. Until then, live, love, be.